first of all, I believe before you start a martial art, you have to get to grips with the engine. So instead of learning different kind of techniques, I first want the people to get into the body of the Wing Chun system. So how the Wing Chun system originally was using the body. And that goes fairly deep. Yeah? The first thing is the body has to be sung. That means it's not really a good translation in the Western language for the term sung, but sung could mean like free yourself from all unnecessary tension. But it is more than that. And through that, you start to become like heavy like a mountain. Yeah? And I want to demonstrate that a little bit. I will take you then as an example. You see? So I don't know what's coming. I'm just yielding all the time on the body, neutralizing. See? Okay? This is the first step. It's done with pushes. Later, we're going to take that in all different kind of directions. So also with punches. Because it's nice to have your tan sao, your fuk sao and everything, but what if a punch comes through? Many Wing Chun people are not used to getting hit. Yeah. So we learn to take blows, yeah? And we do that with we call cotton body skill. So it's the same thing, it's yielding when he punches. Yeah? Or a punch a little bit harder. Yeah? He's throwing already, so do more like a boxer. Yeah. Yes, yes. Or the stomach. Punch, just punch. You see, it's the same produce, like a car tire. That can go all the way till vital spots like plexus. Punch. See, we take it on the plexus, etc. Then when he punches, and I have my fuk sao or something there, but let's say I was too late, no problem. He hits the body, now he still gets it back. Is it? So I think it's important to learn how to take strikes and not be afraid of it, and just dissolve the energy into the floor, especially for sparring. Yeah. Otherwise, people is always, you know, they get hit, and then it's like a shock for them. Yeah? Yeah. So the pushing exercises is just the beginning, and we're taking it further and further and further. History is important in some ways. Yeah. So, for example, we have to realize that Wing Chun is a fusion between Emei and Fujian white crane. So this is the form subjijitlik of Fujian white crane. This was mixed with a form of Emei, so the Emei Suzhuan. And this was fused to create the Xiu Lin Tao set, the training of the little details, which was later, during the Taiping Uprising, split into the Xiu Lin Tao, Chamkyu, and Buji, which we know today. Now, you realize that what I'm doing is a little bit different, engine-wise. I'm not saying that what I'm doing is better. I'm just saying it is different. In what sense it's different is when they needed to prepare rebels to fight their cause at that time during the Taiping Uprising, they needed a very simple system in order to get fighters ready as quick as possible. So what is more easy than using lick power and giving them chain punching, instead of maybe knowing all the details about sinking the chi, using all the joints to deliver internal striking. Of course it was easier to do it in that way. Yeah? So that's how things got a little bit lost. So in Wing Chun we say in the old days, snake body crane limbs. So crane limbs means all the hand gestures, yeah, like fuk sao, like tan sao, like fak sao. This is all crane. Yeah? If you see the fourth set of how I do it, right? This is all typical crane movements. But the body is the snake, how you use all the joints. You can see it in Chankyu. If you look at the many Chankyu versions, right, they do like this, then go up. Now if you look at some of the lineages in mainland China, they do like that. They do like that. Yeah. This comes from Emei, which has a form, the beginning, uses all the joints, from the foot, through the fingers, from the dantian, to go through the opponent. Meaning, I can do it the same like here. This, what you see, is a snake body, but it's actually the palm strike. How the palm strike is delivered, yeah? Now I let you feel something here. What if the palm or the fist is now stuck on your body? So I'm not recoiling even a little bit. This is still wide crane. Yeah, still wide crane. But now my palm is there, and I will not leave your body. To inject now force is the Emei. You understand? So I don't need any space anymore. So if you feel, I'll do it not so hard, if you feel how I use the power from inside the floor sinking, it goes inside the body.
Yes.
Yeah? So this is the small injection that you can do harder, do a little bit harder, 1 and 4, a little bit harder. It's like something that goes
inside.
Deep. That is the Emei part, so that's why you need this kind of exercises. So I do now really 10%, just to let you feel, because in Germany, my last seminar, it went wrong.
Okay.
Actually, 2 seminars ago, some guy did not believe, so I did a lot of power and drop, and hospital team had to come to reanimate the guy, because I stopped his heart. So that's the internal striking, yeah? But it's important, because in Chiza, for example, we are here now, this is the wide crane, yeah? This is the wide crane. So when I'm throwing, for example, you feel the difference, yeah? You do it with Chiza. You know your Chandra, right? Yeah. This is the normal Western engine. This is a push. Now, this is the wide crane engine. You see? I'm throwing. It feels different. You don't feel it coming.
Yeah, there's no habit.
But now the Emei. So when wide crane is done, that's the Emei, that's the injection.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So when the throwing bang hits, boom, to inject. You see, it's like a. It's like every time it's there. Whereas if I do this, which is lick and needs distance, I'm done. I have to go back and do it again, right? Mm-hmm. Here, there, always there. You see, always there. So I have a punch here, but it's there immediately again. You see? I can use it to make space, then the wide crane works again. But you understand, it's deep stuff.
Yes.
And it needs a lot of training. It's a totally different engine. That's why it was taken out. And now Wing Chun again is Wing Chun shape with Western boxing engine.
So obviously you studied the antique system before, and various other languages. When you started to do your research and you found the Emei and the wide crane, did you have to empty your cup in a way?
Yes.
So you had to empty everything, or could you integrate it all together?
Look, the shapes and everything is still similar, but my engine, it was completely emptying the cup. And it's also not like, it's really a fusion, the Wing Chun system. But if I say Wing Chun after Taiping Uprising, it's what everybody is doing nowadays. So then you don't have to empty the cup. But because I claim I'm doing Wing Chun from before the Taiping Uprising, connected to the Sealand set, according to the Creed written in the 1800s, yes, I had to start to learn Fujian wide crane, which luckily I did already from 2008. And recently, the last years, studying also Emei. And bring back that piece of Wing Chun, the internal side of Wing Chun. That's why it bothers me that many are now all of a sudden jumping on the bandwagon and all saying, oh, we're doing internal too, we're doing internal too. Yeah? But it's not the same. It's like, this is also an important piece for Chiza, I'll let you feel. Sticking, what is sticking? it's a big difference between what is Chisao after tapping uprising and before. It's a big difference. Eh? Sticking after is contact. This is already sticking, I'm sticking to you. But this is what they do, right? But this is now sticking, look, feel. Yeah?
It's not at the point of contact.
Yes.
Into the body.
Yes. So I'm like seizing your body. So I'm here, and now I'm going to stick. Feel? I'm sticking now. Now it's sticking. So actually, like you're sticking to me, and then I can release that energy.
Yes, I feel the difference.
You get? And that is the different engine. So that is then when you strike me, I make contact, and immediately I seize your body, and then I can use my other engine. But I immediately control your center line with sticking energy, but it's not pushing, because pushing you can use. This is why they go wrong. Because if I use this is a push. You can use it.
Yeah.
You're trained for that. But this is something you don't recognize. It's not a push. It's a stick. That is the real, original sticking of Wing Chun. And for me, I've touched hands with so many people in the last years that I'm teaching this engine. And in my seminars in Europe from so many lineages. And till now, nobody can give me really a very hard time with their engine. So I'm happy with this engine. Okay?
And maybe one more thing. You want to explain about the mind element, the intent. How does that relate to the Chisao or the striking?
Okay. First of all, the mind, I say, can do several things, right? We need the mind to perform different things at different times. For example, if I'm training, I need awareness and I need visualization. And it's very important to have visualization and thinking. So thinking of what am I going to train, what am I going to improve, and then visualize certain processes. So, for example, if I need to become more soft, more song, it can help to visualize when I'm just doing my Sinentao to be melting and soft and letting go of tension. I need my visualization there, right? But for a fight, I don't need thinking. Because if we're going to be in a street fight, I'm going to think, fuck, it looks dangerous. Right? I'm going into the box maybe of fear, or maybe in the box of confusion. So thinking has to be shut off. I must not visualize, I don't need that. What I need in the fight is intention and be in the here and now, awareness. So intention I need to train. So I can stand, for example, in a Wing Chun fighting position, classically, and if I just stand there, nothing happening. But I can stand with my intent. Just stand like that 5 minutes. All my energy through my hand forward. Because maybe you can start to visualize people attacking me or something that I'm handling them all, you know. So if I train that 5 minutes, I get more killer instinct. So I need that kind of intensity, that kind of emotional commitment to train, to get me in the right state. Yeah? And then in the fight, I just need to be in the awareness state, in the here and now, and think of what I'm going to do. That is, we have a problem, I think target, jaw, weapon, fist, this is what I train. If I did enough pad work and I'm sparring, I know it's a weapon. So, good, weapon. I'm always ready to fight. Don't want to fight, but I'm ready to fight. So, if I can talk my way out of it, or nothing is happening, he's smart enough, he feels that I'm always ready, maybe let it go, no problem. But if it goes, it goes. So I'm ready, I'm thinking target, fist, target, fist. And then at the right moment, boom, it's there. And do my job. It's the only thing I'm thinking. Target, weapon, strike. Instead of, will it look like this, like that, I shot all off. So this is the kind of different trainings we need the mind to do. When do we need it to visualize? When do we need it to have stronger intent, etc. So it's really about these 6 raw elements. About making the body the Wing Chun body. Because I can be the best driver in the world, but if I have a shitty car, I'm not going nowhere. So I need to make the body a Wing Chun body, which is different than a Western boxing body. It's detachment. I need to be able to do cheese out here and have my drink here and not spill it, because it's detached. If I'm doing here and this is going all over the place, I'm not having the right Wing Chun body. And this is also the link with the Chan Buddhism, detachment. Then I need the mind to be trained. And it can go very far. Can go very far. You know, you can do this kind of training and build on it till you become really like some kind of killer instinct person. Yeah? Then breathing. Many people they step and they're already out of breath. You know, it needs a breath control. So I need to be able to breathe in, for example, through my lower stomach. If I breathe in, you know, and then start the same process. We're breathing out. Then not. Some people they can do maybe the student in Amsterdam 4 seconds. And the person always have migraine and stuff. Take medicine. That's because there's no breath control. So I need to be able to breathe in a certain amount of time. And my max is if I breathe in and do it like 40 seconds and then out 40 seconds. And just train it like that. I step. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Then I take 2 steps. Breathe in, breathe out. Then 3 steps. Then 10 steps in, 10 steps out. Through the nose in, through the mouth out. Yeah? And then learn to play with it. And then I know that when I strike and I breathe out, power is increased. This is true. Yeah? I can do it from the Dantian. Have more power. But I'm detached from that concept. Is when I can use it, I use it. But I can also strike when I breathe in. I can also strike when I don't breathe. See, I hold my breath. I do now a yang punch. Hold my breath, but the power is still there. You understand?
Yeah.
So, the detachment is the governing principle. Yes, I know 50-50, perfect balance is the right way for perfect striking. But what if I lose balance? Right? What if I'm walking and I get attacked? I need to be able to strike any position or defend. See? If you give me, I cannot stand more uncomfortable than this. Eh? Very uncomfortable. Now you give me a hook. You just give me a hook. I'm a power. Power. You understand? I just take it, absorb it. So you punch, and then I can do my thing.